like that was a good basketball game. A game you expect to have, a few aspirations of playoffs and better. They're a good, talented team, and they really bought it tonight. We had moments where we were really good. Like our last home game, we got the lead in the fourth quarter. We had great momentum with the crowd. We just didn't quite execute down the stretch. But as I told the guys afterwards, it doesn't come down to those last few plays. How were we in the first quarter? We had a great second quarter, held them to 18 points. So it carries over for 40 minutes. So until we can get that consistency over 40, we'll ebb and flow with our results.
I think consistency must be driving you nuts because your highs are up here and your lows are down here midway through game.
Look, it's sport. My job is to try and figure out how to keep the lows to a minimum and the highs for a little longer. But as we figure this out, everyone can see that if we can piece this together and figure it out, like we do have the makings of a good team, but we're finding ourselves right now.
Yeah. Compared to what you put up against Tasmania, how do you think you've made steps forward tonight?
Well, look, the scoreboard would reflect that we do. But for myself, you take each game individually because they're such different types of teams. Tassie's like very minimal roster change. Southeast has had guys not playing for a lot of the season, so every team is in a different situation. Was there some encouraging signs? Absolutely, there was against Tasmania as well.
Yeah. But your starts haven't been fantastic, and again a little bit off tonight.
Yeah.
You just want to comment on that. Is that something that you work on specifically? Is that easy to work on, or difficult to work on specifically starts?
Look, we work on starts, we work on rebound, our ball screen defense, and it's amazing how it all works together, whether it's at the start of the game, in the third quarter. So we certainly address it and talk about it and, work on it at practice.
After the Melbourne game, there was a little debate, which you probably wouldn't have heard, but about whether you should have taken the time out late and set it up.
Yep.
You went down the same path
Yep.
tonight. You talk us through your thinking about why you're not taking the time out and preferring to let it go.
Yep, so they had a free throw so I could communicate with my players what I wanted to go down the stretch of the game. I told these guys after the game, that was beautiful basketball if you don't look at the final result. Like if that play happens in the second quarter, everyone goes, man, what great ball movement, what unselfish teammates. From day one, I've said I want an unselfish team, and that was a great play.
John, just a question about the load that's going on Bryce Cotton at the moment. He's playing a lot of minutes.
Yep.
Probably more than I imagine you would ideally like. Is that just a situation you're in where you've got to try and get wins, or do you want to try and ease him off through the season?
Look, that's delicate, isn't it? When he's playing well, playing efficiently, we all admire his scoring, but his ability to make plays for his teammates, like I think tonight 8 assists, his all-round game, his willingness to be about what we're trying to achieve here, like my hat's off to him. Would I like to reduce his minutes? For sure, but as we evolve, that will happen.
And it seems like he has a good relationship building with Tayshaun as well.
Yeah, look, tonight was encouraging for Tayshaun. You guys got to see as he gets himself into peak game shape, the way he can impact the game in a lot of different ways.
Look, such a good start for the team now 3 in a row. How do you? What's the talk within the locker room about changing that momentum back?
I think just getting back to our brand of basketball, I think it's something that we've sort of gone away from recently, but it's also just fixing the things that we can control. Especially for me, taking care of the ball, that makes it hard for everyone in transition and stuff like that. So to fix those sort of things up, then I think we should be fine.
Is it frustrating that we said before the ups and downs 3 games, just keep on doing that?
That's just basketball. I think it's a game of runs, and I think everyone knows that. But yeah, like John said, it's keeping the lows to a minimum, and yeah, if we can fix that, it will definitely help.
As Brady managed in the locker room, he's struck not at his best, clearly, and he's been using much in the last quarter. 4 points, no rebounds, no assists. How's he going?
Yeah, look, for a guy straight out of college to a professional level, especially the NBL, there's going to be growing pains. You know, it's one of those things, like everyone has to be at a high level for everyone's best to come out in this. We're certainly not seeing the best of Brady Manick, but if unless I didn't see it correctly, like he gives great effort defensively. You can see like he had a great play against Creek in the second quarter where his physical backs him down, scores over him. So there is growth there, and there's still plenty of that. You know, so yeah, like getting a few rebounds would be good.
His confidence looks a bit like you see from his head, but he's frustrated.
Sure.
Is there anything you can do to change that? Because he knows he's not at the level that he wants to be.
Yeah, look, you know, as a group, we're not happy with where we're at. Individuals are very prideful. He comes from a place that North Carolina, there's expectation, and so this isn't anything new to him, and he understands how he's playing, and he wants to impact our team in a better way. My job is to help him through this tough time, because like I have belief in him. I've seen him produce at a very high level, and will help this team.
Luke, the three-point shot, seems like it's always been talked about as your work in progress. It seems like that work is starting to pay off now.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's it's nice to see the ball go in, and it definitely gives you confidence. But I think that was just the mentality coming into this year was I was going to be a lot more confident with it, and obviously put in the work to make it go in little bit more. So yeah, it's nice to see it pay off.